talking about exactly. Because I say you've been tricked into thinking you need to work hard to actually succeed in life. And I've been doing Amazon for now 2 years. I've been working full time for 2 years after leaving a corporate 9 to 5 that I was in for 10 years. So I think I know a thing or two about adapting from the 40-hour lifestyle to the entrepreneurship lifestyle, if you want to call it that. And one of the biggest changes I had to get used to is the flexible schedule and the whole notion behind not having to work 40 hours to accomplish the same things you were doing at your 9 to 5, and not feeling bad about not working 40 hours. And don't get me wrong, there are weeks that I am working 40 hours plus. And to be honest, I work so much on my phone, I maybe work 40 hours plus in a typical week, but I don't notice it. And when I say work, I mean more the mundane things that generally require effort to sit down and do because you don't want to be there. That's really what I want to be specific on. And once you embark on a journey where you are now deciding your own hours and how much you work, it is a very easy trap to fall into, to thinking you need to spend 50, 60, 70, 80-hour weeks or else you're a failure. And that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, I am now full time. I'm doing this to live my life. I need to put every single available hour into this. If not, I'm going to fail and I'm going to be scared. And that's like a good thing about jumping before you're early, jumping a little early before you're actually ready. That's what I did. I don't necessarily suggest that to everybody, but I had my back against the wall and I kind of had to hustle to make sure that my business was actually healthy. So how about you, though? Why do I say you've been tricked into thinking you need to work hard? Well, I also was tricked because I later realized in the past 2 years that I can put in 3 hours, maybe 4 hours of dedicated work, and the rest of my day was now up to me to decide. And you can really argue that is true richness. Because yes, richness can be measured by how much money you have or how much money your company generates, which obviously I'm trying to maximize. However, I believe that richness should be measured by the ability to do what you want when you want to do it. And of course, you need money to facilitate that. So if you want to hop on a plane and go across the country to go on a ski trip, well, you need money to be able to do that. But if you're working all the time, if you set up this system where you're working 24/7, well, then you're not able to enjoy and reap all the benefits that you sow. So I think it is very important for new entrepreneurs or people that are striving to become one day an entrepreneur, that are currently at their 9 to 5s. When you're making your plan in your head, make sure to take into account the fact that you don't need to work 40 hours. Practice now. You have a 9 to 5 now. Either work in the PM or in the AM, but work 2 to 3 hours. Because believe me, when you're ready to take that leap, those 2 to 3 hours is all you need. So if you're adding 2 to 3 hours on top of your day, of top of your work day, either before or after your work, well, once you're able to take the leap, that 9 to 5 now becomes a time block of freedom that you can pursue any passion that you really want. I decided to do jiu-jitsu, and I still feel like I need to make my schedule busier, but not busier for my work, which I used to think. I used to think I need to have a lot of holes in my day. What can I do to fast forward the journey with Amazon? But the journey is what's fun, right? I don't want to go into that, but the journey is the fun. So how about we fill up those blocks with things that really truly fulfill you and make you go back to work and really be super concentrated in those 3 to 4 hours, because the time outside of that should be extremely fun for you. So that's why I think we've been tricked into thinking we need to work hard. We need to work 40, 60-hour weeks to attain what we want, but that is simply not true. And certainly today, with YouTube and all the avenues we can make money online, you can leverage so many tools, AI, to put multiple hours in for you while you're only putting in your dedicated 2 to 3 hours. And of course, you need to find a way to make the money first. You need to find a business model to actually generate enough revenue so you can have all that time freedom. But something that is so underrated and that we are not prepared for is once we take the leap, we now have so much time on our hands and nobody to hold us accountable. So we need to not only hold us accountable to make sure we're doing enough work, but we also need to hold us accountable so we're not overworking just to fill the time blocks and actually putting yourself into a burnout. Now, burnout's a little bit harder to do as an entrepreneur because usually you are passionate about what you're pursuing, but overworking is true and you can kill your passion really quick. So why not fill your day up with things that you enjoy doing? And that is the true meaning of winning in life and being rich. So that is why you have been tricked into thinking you need to work hard to win in life.